Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial we're going to do some fun flower projects. The first one is going to involve a bunch of fallish florals, faux, from the Dollar Tree, and some buttons. But what they're all three starting with is this. This is my Magnolia Craft Club project for the month of August 2023. Oops, I forgot to put this back on its backing. And it's going to involve this beautiful stencil. Let me show you. And I just want to tell you why I love Craft Club so much. Okay, so this is the stencil that we'll be using. It says, "Grow Happy Thoughts," and it has these flowers on it, which I absolutely love. I'm totally obsessed with flowers. And anyways, this is adorable. So I'm going to show you a chalkboard project, a t-shirt project, a pillow wrap project, and then we're going to do this actual Craft Club project itself. And I think after you watch all that, you're going to say, oh my gosh, I have to have this stencil, and the only way to get it is to join Craft Club. And I would love for you to join my Craft Club. So what is Craft Club? It's a monthly subscription box where you get everything for a whole project. It's always different every month. Once a month, it's $22.95 plus sales tax, and I think it's about $5 in shipping. You're going to always get a reusable stencil. You're going to get your medium, which in this instance, it is ink. You're getting it in pink and black, and you get a new squeegee. You're going to get instructions, whatever doodads might go along with it. And then this month, it has a 12 by 12 canvas pillow. So, and that's a new size. So I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll come back and do that in just a minute. I have stuff everywhere. But let me show you what I have made so far, and then we'll do this first. Okay. So the first thing I did when I got that stencil was, oh my gosh, this would be so cute on a t-shirt. And I had just picked up this yellow t-shirt at Hobby Lobby. I washed it about the day that my box came. And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so cute on this t-shirt. So I'm going to add some kind of embellishment to the sleeves. Haven't figured that out yet. But I just used Magnolia ink in black and the floral part to do that t-shirt. And then I heat set it with my iron, and I just think it's so super cute. I opted not to put the words on that one. Okay, and then here is another project that I did just to put in my kitchen. And this is just this little, I think it's called a farmhouse frame. It's a chalkboard surface, and when it comes in this brown color, but mine has been reimagined for every season for a while, and it sits in my kitchen. And when it was about summertime, I decided to kind of whitewash my frame. And anyway, so I just washed off the blackboard part and stenciled with white chalk paste, and you can really see how absolutely adorable this stencil is there. And then what we're going to be doing now, before we do the actual kit, is we're going to be making a pillow wrap. And these are designed to fit on 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 pillows. The great thing about them is that you don't have to change your pillow. You just change the wrap. And how that works, this is a pillow that has buttons on it. How that works is you just un-Velcro this, and you can stencil it, decorate it however you want. So let me put my pillow aside, and let's talk about this pillow wrap for a minute. So I want to tell you how I did it. Gosh, I have too much stuff on my desk. Let me throw this over here. I have too many crafting things happening all at once. Okay, so this comes plain, It's a really nice canvas with really big Velcro, so you can adjust it if your pillow's fat or skinny. And what I did yesterday and this morning is I just took the stencil. Like I said, I cut mine apart. I like to do that because then you can put things back together how you want or not use the whole thing. And I just laid it on here in the center of the front, okay? And then I stenciled with black ink. Then I washed it and dried it, and then I scooched it over, and I didn't start with the first flower because I thought it would kind of look like a copy. So I started with the second one, and I did that on this side and this side, just to make it longer, all right? And, put this back on. It's all dry. I have heat set it. That's what you need to do with ink. And ink will be permanent. You could totally wash this, dry it. I mean, it's totally permanent. The thing is, I probably won't ever wash this because we're gonna add flowers to it. And it may end up reminding you of the bunny floral pillow that we did in February or March of this year, where I added these flowers, these same ones, to a wreath around a super cute rabbit stencil for Easter that Magnolia has during the Easter season. So I put this on here, let it dry, and heat set it. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna decide which flowers to use. And one of the ideas that I really love is that these come 2 in a pack. So you could use your craft club stencil to make one and make it be summery flowers, bright colors, whatever you like. Like I just pulled this out. Or it could be wintry flowers or spring. I'm gonna do fall, and I'm gonna do it in cream colors because that's what goes with my decor, but you can totally do it however you want. So these are all from Dollar Tree. They are super inexpensive, and I tell you what, when I use a bunch and there's still little bits on there, I don't throw it away, I hang on to it because I know I'll be able to use it again. I think they have these Dollar Tree flowers again this year, so check it out. Anyways, as you are hopping on, say hello to me, let me know where you're watching from. If you feel like doing a this or a this, that's always good too. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a couple of these smaller flowers off because we gotta prep them. This can be thrown away now. There's nothing left on it that I will want. I probably won't want those leaves. Okay, so let me get a few more pieces off. This was an interesting floral. We're gonna take it apart. I'm gonna show you how to do that because you can't use it on this project the way it is right now. So I'm just pulling these off. And then I can throw this away. And let's take a couple of these. These are pretty. I'm just gonna pull a couple of these off. And I'm not gonna use the leaves or the pumpkin this time. So I'll hang on to those. Let's see. We can pull this one off too. I'm not sure if we're gonna use it. It might be too big. Okay, so let me throw all of this out of our way. Okay, you need to tilt you down a little bit more. Okay, you're gonna need to prepare these because you can't glue them onto your pillow like this. They'll fall apart. Once you take this little stem thingy off, the whole flower will come apart. And I am opting to take the centers out of my florals and replace them with buttons, but you wouldn't have to do that, but you certainly could if you want. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this little brown part out. Come on, get out of there. You know what, let me just trim it from the back. That makes it easier to get it off. flower. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I'm going to put the pieces back together with hot glue. And then all we're going to do is hot glue it onto our pillow. The pillow will be reasonably soft. You know, you're not going to sleep on it, but it could look pretty sitting on your couch or on a bed. It could look pretty. I like to put my pillows on my fireplace hearth. So I'm going to glue this little thing from the back to the back layer of my flower. It's going to help hold it together. And then I'm going to glue my layers. Down. So see what I've got going on here. I clipped that as flush as I could. Can I clip it any flatter? No. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this little thing back on. And now I have a pretty flat flower. And I'm going to select a button from my favorites. Ooh, that'll be pretty. You could use absolutely any kind of buttons if you want to do this. You don't have to be mother of pearl or vintage, but those are my favorites, so that's what I craft with a lot. Okay, so here's one. Let's do these little ones. I'm going to start by clipping this stem. Can you see that? And then I'm going to pull the brown out of the front. And then we're going to put it back together. And I do like to keep this little piece because it gives your flower some shape. So I glued that on the back layer. Do use a low temperature hot gluing device when you're doing this because you're going to get it all over your fingers. And you don't have to use Dollar Tree florals. You really don't. That's just what I have handy, so that's what I'm using. You could use a better floral, but you don't have to. You can get some pretty decent Dollar Tree stuff that will work just fine for this project. Okay, so here's my relatively flat flower, and I'm going to pop a button in there. So I stenciled this bigger piece here, and Heat said it before I came live because I didn't want you to have to be waiting. I should have picked out my buttons, but I didn't. This is going to be too big. Yes, but we'll save that one because that's pretty. How about this one? This will work. Look, ooh, look how pretty this one is. I don't know if you can see it or not. So I'm just going to put a little blob of glue here in the center, and we'll build a couple more pieces to glue onto my pillow wrap. Okay, let's do this one. This obviously would be very hard to attach. So I'm going to take this whole thing apart. I'm going to start by just clipping the end off of it. Then I'm going to pull the layers off, and I'm going to discard some of these that are making it stand up. I'm going to save the one that's on the very inside. Save this one. So I've got all my pieces. Let's put it back together now. So I can't wait for you guys to see this. Stay with me. And then we're gonna do Craft Club, and it's gonna be super cute. I'm really excited about this month. What I like to tell people is, if you have never stenciled before, this is a great way to give it a try, because you're gonna get a reusable stencil every month and a whole project, even the surface, even a squeegee. And it's just a great way to start building your collection and trying different types of projects with a very low commitment. I mean, the commitment is just 3 months. If you hate it after that, and I can't imagine why that would be, then you can stop your Craft Club subscription. Most people love it and they just keep going on and on and on. Oh, here's a pretty little one. So, see, I took this apart to make it this. Let me do one more of this and one more of this, and then we'll see what we're good to do. Let's do this big one. I'm not sure if this big one will work to add a button to, because it's only really one layer of flowers as far as I can tell. Oh, it's 2. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this off, and then we're going to glue it back together. And I'm leaving the plastic on the back because that helps give it some shape. Oh my gosh, sometime next week, I'm going to do a video. Let me just aim this for a second. Can you see that basket down there? That is a basket of a good chunk of my previous Craft Club projects that are not currently living in my decor. And I swear, every month, the stencils are so fabulous that you can use them for multiple things, and they always give you more than enough medium that you'll have left over, that you'll be able to do some more projects with that too. Okay, I need a bigger button. Does this work? That's pretty. We'll try that. I have been collecting these vintage mother of pearl buttons for a long time, in case you're thinking, wow, where do I get that? It wasn't like an overnight thing that I suddenly had all of these. I'm just always on the lookout for them. And you can find, let's not go any shorter, you can find stuff like that, vintage mother of pearl buttons, at antique malls. I got a whole huge bag. This is just part of it. Whoops, there went my pliers. I got a humongous bag while we were in Oregon at an antique shop for, I think, $25. And some of them were plastic. A good bit of them were plastic, but a ton of them were mother of pearl. Okay, so I've just taken this off. We're going to put this back together. I want this little plastic thing on the back to give it some shape. Where did it go? It's right here. Then I'm going to glue my layers back together real quick. So did you guys know that you can take your florals apart and remake them however you want? That's glued on there pretty good. Okay. Let's use this bigger one. And especially if they're from Dollar Tree, then if it doesn't work out and you don't like it, you know, you haven't spent a lot of money on it. Look how pretty that is. Okay, and I was working before we came live. I was getting some of these ready, so you wouldn't have to sit and watch me do this all day. Well, I think what I needed was the smaller one, so let me just do 1 or 2 more, and then we'll start attaching these, and then we'll do the actual project, which I have a little spin on how the company put theirs together. I don't know, are you the kind of person like me that doesn't really ever follow the instructions? You kind of do your own thing? Well, that's totally how I am. Okay, and this is why you need to have low temperature hot glue for this project. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's use that one. I love a monochromatic look. I love cream for fall, but you could use absolutely whatever colored faux florals you like. The Craft Club project comes with black ink. Okay, well, let's go with what I have here. And if I need more, I will just do them off camera. So let me see what I have ready to go. Just assess that. What I would need probably more of is small. I need to vacuum my craft room, something serious. Okay, I'm going to mainly do the floral pieces, the flowers that are in the center and front, which is about this much. You could do all the way around if you want. Okay, and let's start with this bigger flower right here in the middle. Okay, you could use E6000 glue if you want, or just hot glue. I really don't think you need E6000 for this project. You could also use fabric glue if you want. I am never going to wash this. It would fall apart. So I'm just going to use some of my Surebonder Cool Shot low temperature. Pushing my flowers into my glue. It's not going to lay completely flat, and that's totally fine by me. What do you think so far? I love it. This is me. If you have like a, I don't know, you have a more of a pink decor, or you wanted it for a bedroom or something where that would make sense, you could certainly make it in whatever colors you want. Let's make this different and do this one right here with this. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay, and let's add a few little flowers on here for the different spots. I am definitely going to have to come back and make some more little ones. I'm also going to have to come back and melt all my glue strings. Do you guys know the glue string trick? It is Magnolia's product. This is Craft Club for the month of August 2023. And if you enroll in my Craft Club today, you'll get the August 2023 kit, which has this awesome stencil. I'll show you what I made with it again in just a second, because this is my third project that I've made, and when we do the actual pillow project that it comes with, that will be the fourth, and I'll use it for other stuff for sure. Let's add that one. And I was talking earlier about the idea of making different pillow wraps with this stencil, using different colors to sort of recreate the flowers of different seasons, or whatever your decor is. I'm the queen of cream. Everything in my house is cream, or light colors. So I'm doing mine in cream, but you could totally do this in red. Reds for Christmas. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty already. Let me get my pillow out so that we can check to see how much more should be covered, or is this plenty for the front? I have 2 more flowers. So let's see, where did I put my pillow? Here it is. What do you guys think so far? The wrap that we're using is also from MagnoliaDIY.com. Oh my gosh. It turned out adorable, if you ask me. I'm going to glue a few more little bits down. And I think I probably will make some more small flowers to add here and here. But, and you know, this, my idea was that this would be for fall, but now I'm looking at it, it really looks all season. And of course I love my cream colors, and I love buttons. I think it turned out fabulous. I'm just gluing down a few little spots where it can use a little help. Do you guys like that? Do a this or a this if you do. And we're going to move on to the next project, and I'm going to make a few more of these off camera, and I will get pictures of all that and post those here in these comments, as well as just over at DiyDreaming. I did want to mention that you could use any kind of flower you want. Good ones, not so good ones, you know, Dollar Tree, or real good quality ones. I also made this little chalkboard sign for my kitchen. I just used white chalk paste and the stencil that comes in this project. And then I made a t-shirt, which we're going to finish it up with something on the sleeves. I have not decided what yet. It'll be a all over print, all over pattern stencil, and this is black ink. And this little yellow t-shirt is from Hobby Lobby. So I think you can see how amazingly versatile this stencil is going to be. Let's do our project now. Okay, so this box for August, they always come in a neat little box, and you're going to get an instruction sheet. There's a video that Magnolia produces every month too. You're going to get whatever medium is required for your project. This is fuchsia ink, and this is black ink. And let me just look. I hate to open those when I have some already. So I may just, oh well, that one's not open. Okay, so we'll use my black ink, and I will squeeze this black ink into my little tub later to keep it. You can also keep it in just this little package. And what I like to do is tape it closed and then put it inside a Ziploc bag. And you can reuse this. You can make t-shirts. You could use this to make t-shirts too. So it's going to come with a new squeegee, your medium, the surface. And this month, it's this adorable little 12 by 12 pillowcase that's the same fabric. bigger one. Let's see, where's the zipper? Oh, it's the same nice quality. I was wondering, look how nice the inside of these are. They're like, it's almost like a felt lining that makes it so your pillow doesn't slide around, and then it has this taupe colored zipper that disappears. So this is going to be super nice. All right. I showed you guys earlier that I cut my stencil apart. And you know what? Because I'm always kind of doing things my own way, I think, which way do I want this to close? I want it this way. I'm going to put this on top. Grow Happy Thoughts. And then I'm going to put my flowers down below. And for me, I think that will work better. Also, I think I'm just going to do mine in the black ink, and I'll save the pink for later, because then it will go better with my decor, and I can actually use it with my pillow wrap this fall. Yeah, Tracy says it's very nice quality. It is. Everything Magnolia does is very nice quality. Okay, so if this was a brand spanking new stencil and I was going to use it on a chalkboard or a hard surface, then I would want to fuzz it really well. And you can fuzz by just laying it on, this is called a khaki towel, or it could go on a t-shirt, a pair of jeans, a couple of times, and that just makes it so it's slightly less sticky. Mine has already been used. This will be the 6th time I will have used this part. So I'm not going to fuzz it, and also it doesn't really make a lot of sense to fuzz a stencil on fabric before you use it on fabric, and this pillowcase is fabric. So I'm going to figure out where I want to place it. You could do the words below. I just think I like the words above better for whatever reason. I'm just trying to decide how far. And I'm going to get my ruler so I can make sure that this is pretty straight. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so then you're going to press it down. I have stenciled on these pillowcases, these pillow covers from Magnolia, at least 30 times in the last three and a half years. So I know that they're thick enough that the ink will not go through from one side to another. But, so I'm not going to put anything inside. But if it was something else, I wouldn't want my ink to come through to the back. So I would put either a piece of parchment paper or paper towels or something like that. Hey Kelly, we are doing the Craft Club project. Oh my gosh, and let me just show you. This was what we just did. We made this pillow wrap with these flowers and buttons. And then I showed a t-shirt and also a chalkboard that I made with the same stencil, just to show you guys how super versatile the stencils are that come in Craft Club, this one especially. And I love flowers, so anything floral is awesome for me. So this one comes with ink in pink and black, and I'm not going to open that yet. I'm going to use what I have left in my little pot, and I'm going to do it all in black just because, I don't know, just because I want it to go in my decor. So I'm going to put some blobs on here, and let me tell you the one thing about stenciling on fabric. Let me get this off. Okay, when you're stenciling on fabric, you want to get it covered and then stop. Because if you keep going over and over and over, you're going to push more and more of your medium through the little teeny holes on your stencil, and then the fibers of your fabric will suck it up and spread it out. And you don't want that. You want it to look pretty crisp. So I can see right now what I have covered, and I'm going to get it on, and then I'm going to pull the excess off, And then I'm going to move on to another spot. And that's the biggest mistake that I see people do on any kind of a stenciling project. They want to make sure that it's on there, and so they'll keep going over and over and over it. And then you're trying to make sure everything's covered, but what you've done is you've pushed too much of your medium through the holes in your stencil, and then it kind of will bleed. It does this on wood projects too. So you just want to get it on and then pull the big globs off. And then we'll look at it close in just a minute to make sure that we got everything. And I laid my ink that I was going to be using, oops, I've got a lump or something here. I laid it above the area where the mesh was so that it didn't sit there and sink in the whole time I'm spreading it around. Okay, so I think I have everything covered. And just going to pull this off and put what the good leftover stuff back in my little pot. Looking to make sure that I haven't missed anywhere. That looks so good. This is such a pretty stencil. Oh, just fabulous. Okay, I'm going to throw this in my tub of water over here, face down, and I'm pushing it under the water because I want it to be in water until I can go right out into my kitchen and rinse it and lay it on the counter, sticky side up, to dry. I don't want that ink to dry in the holes on my stencil. That's basically what it is. Okay, now let's figure out where we're going to put this part. Grow happy thoughts. So cute. Make sure I don't have any ink on my fingers. Push it down really good. This piece I have used only once, and it was on this chalkboard. And then if you joined late, we made I made a t-shirt before. I made it yesterday, just to show you how cute that stencil is. You could use the Grow Happy Thoughts on that too if you wanted. Okay. I'm going to be needing to get a new big pot of ink here soon, but this stuff lasts so long. I'm always going to check to make sure that I don't have it on my fingers because I don't want to mess it up before I even start. What do you guys think so far? Do you love this stencil? If you do, let me just tell you, there's only one way to get it. It's exclusive. All the Magnolia stencils that come with Craft Club are exclusive to Craft Club. So, and Craft Club is awesome every month. Tell me in the comments if you are a Craft Club member of mine. Tell me if you've been happy with the projects that you've gotten. And think, if you're somebody who maybe your credit card number changed or the expiration changed or something like that, that happens nearly every month, and people accidentally get pushed out of Craft Club, not because they wanted to quit, but because their card didn't work. It had a new number or something and they didn't think to change it. So if that describes you, I would love to have you come back. Come back to Craft Club. You won't regret it. And if you come back this month, this is the project that you'll get. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I see a spot. It needs a little tiny bit more. Oh, it's adorable. Grow happy thoughts. Okay, I'm throwing this over here. And let me just tell you, when Magnolia designed this project, it was Lisa Ramsey. She's one of the two owners of the company, and I think she mostly does the craft club projects, and she's so good. Anyways, when she did this project, she did the flowers all in pink, because you're going to get a pink ink. And then she did the words in black, and her words were below. I just changed it a little bit to how I like it better, and you can totally do that. I put my words on top. But I'm opting to say this and this for a future project, and I just used the black ink that I had. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? And if I wanted, I don't know, but if I did want, I could deck it out like this and add some more of these fall creamy florals to the flowers. But I think it's so cute just the way it is with the black and cream. It's very, I think this is totally classic. Could be used all year long. So I probably won't do that, but that is an option. So that's what our project was today. I hope you liked learning how to take your faux florals apart, put them back together so that you can use them on something like this. And I hope that you were inspired by the other projects. I mean, there's still more I'm going to do with this stencil because it's awesome. And just could see how super versatile it is. Grow happy thoughts. And if you would like information on Craft Club, if you want to join or rejoin, come back. Let me know in the comments and I'll be glad to get that for you. If you want the info on the pillow wrap or this larger 18 by 18 pillow form, which is just the same as this one, but it's a larger size, or you want chalk paste or anything else, or ink colors, just let me know and I will be glad to get you that so that you don't have to hunt it down. You can just say recipe or supplies or something and I'll get you all the direct links so you can just go click and go right there. Craft Club is a monthly subscription box. Betty, I'll get that for you. It comes at the same time each month. So if you signed up for Craft Club on the 9th, then your box would be shipping around the 9th of the following month and the month after and the month after. Mary, you should join Craft Club. You'll love it. Faye, I'll get you Craft Club info too. I mean, you'll totally love it. And it's just fun to have a whole project in a box and think about this one thing. Do you have a friend, a sister, a daughter, a next door neighbor, somebody you like to craft with that would want to meet you, come over to your house, get together and do the project together every month? If so, tell them about it, or you could go ahead and order 2 craft clubs. Anyways, oh, I see lots of people saying they want to join, so I'm going to hop off and I am going to get my links all prepared. I'm going to get a Diet Coke or something good like that. Sit in my comfy chair and I'm going to get busy sending out the information to everyone who asks. Then when this is fully dry, I will heat set it with a hot iron. I'll put a piece of parchment paper over the top, and this could be washed if necessary. I just wouldn't wash it if you put the flowers on it because that would all come apart. Anyways, monthly Craft Club, Becky, is $22.95 plus whatever your state sales tax is. I don't know. It's different everywhere. And then I think there's around a $5 shipping charge, which is pretty good because I've been mailing stuff lately and I'm always horrified to know how much shipping is. So I think it's about $5. So it comes out to usually less, $28, $29, something like that. by the time you add in sales tax and shipping, and you're going to get absolutely everything you need. And the ones that have like doodads, you even get the doodads with it. Okay, I see lots of people saying they want craft club info, so I'm going to get that for you guys. If you're going to join, I'd love to have you join my craft club, and I will get busy doing that. You guys have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Be looking here in these comments for the pictures, because I'll get those done this afternoon. Tracy says it's well worth it. Yes, it sure is. Alrighty. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining me.